welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna switch it up tonight and I'm going to be preparing a Mediterranean meal. I'm gonna do some chicken and vegetable kebabs, and alongside this I will be doing a pan roasted potato and garlic. And then with this, I'm just gonna serve some Mediterranean flatbread that I had in the freezer. So I'm gonna defrost a few, and also like some store-bought hummus just to make it easy, and probably some chopped cucumber as salad. I do have bamboo skewers that have been soaking in water for about 20 minutes. So I have some boneless and skinless chicken thighs that I've had salted the night before. I also have some whole cremini or baby bella mushrooms, a couple of zucchini, half of a large red onion, and 1 bell pepper. I've also gone ahead and chopped up my vegetables into big chunks, as well as chopped up the chicken, and I have some spices as well as olive oil that I'm going to toss them in. I have salt, pepper, oregano, paprika, and I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder. And it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to drizzle a bit of olive oil, and this is just regular, everyday type of olive oil. I'm gonna put some salt on my vegetables. I'm not gonna do too much on the chicken, and then I'm gonna do pepper. I've got some paprika, and oregano, as well as, again, that was kind of a lot, but I don't want this to be too garlicky. I just want a hint of garlic for this. So I've gone ahead and tossed everything with the olive oil and spices, and I've already got my pre-soaked bamboo skewers, and I'm basically gonna thread and combine. You know, as far as the onions go, I'm not gonna separate them completely. I'm gonna probably leave like a few slices and just start building my kebabs. And I'm going to leave a bit of a handle. And you can change up the vegetables if you'd like. The bell peppers were actually not that sweet, so for this purpose it works well. The other thing is, this is a good way to kind of stretch your protein. So if you don't have a lot of chicken and you have some vegetables that you want to use up, this is a really good way of doing that. But you can use whatever you'd like. So here's one, and I'm just going to continue until I've used everything up. So I ended up with 6 kebabs with everything together, the chicken and the vegetables. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my broiler and pop them in, and I will be turning them periodically. And then for my potatoes, I'm using like the mini potatoes or the teeny tiny potatoes that you can find in the store, and I'm going to toss this with olive oil, salt, pepper, some paprika, and I'm also going to put some chili flake. And then I'll finish it with some fresh chopped parsley. And this is gonna be the easiest thing on the planet. So with my potatoes and my whole garlic cloves that I've washed really well and scrubbed, if you wanted to just like trim the little eyes here and there, you can, you know, but they're small for a reason. They're meant to be tender, they're meant to cook a little bit faster, and they're meant to be a bit rustic. So these are fine. I'm gonna do olive oil, salt, and the potatoes I want to season aggressively because they're pretty plain. So, you know, if you wanted to add other spices, you can, but with everything else going on, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Paprika, and then I'm gonna add the chili flake a little bit towards the end, and I'm just going to toss this. Before I start my potatoes, I do want to turn my kabobs. So this is going to be the first time I'm turning them, and they've been in the oven on a low broil, but now I'm going to switch it to high because I'm not going to be waiting forever. And then this will continue to cook. You'll start to smell it, and you'll want to turn it again, and probably 2 more times. I did a half turn this time, so maybe next time I'll do a quarter turn, because you want all sides to cook. The other thing that I like to do, I like to prepare my roasting pan with some foil so it'll catch all the drippings. I don't have to wash that later. So it's cooking on the rack and air is circulating all around. So since I've already got olive oil on the potatoes, I'm not going to oil my pan. I'm using a nonstick pan, and I've got it over medium heat. So I'm just kind of waiting for it to come up to temperature. Once your pan is hot enough, you're just going to drop everything in, along with any extra oil. And then you're just going to toss this around. And just let them kind of cook for a little. Go ahead and turn down the heat a little bit if you need to, and I'm also going to add a bit of water to help them steam. After they've had a few minutes, several minutes, I'm going to put a little bit of chili flake. This is optional, and I'm going to just continue to cook these until you poke them with a knife and the knife doesn't have too much resistance. At the end, I'm just going to toss in some parsley. So I'm just going to put everything on one serving plate. I have my potatoes. And yes, you can eat the whole garlic cloves. Another nice addition would be some oil cured black olives, and it adds just like a nice saltiness. Okay, and then I'll just put my kabobs on the other side. Like I said, this is for sure going to be leftovers for tomorrow, but I do not mind that. Okay, so here we have dinner. We have some cut up cucumber and some dressed up hummus from the store. I've heated up some flatbread and my kabobs and my potato, and we have some cream puffs for dessert because I happened to make cream puffs earlier today. Now, the other reason why my kebabs look darker is because I used cremini mushrooms, and they are brown to begin with, so they're just going to intensify in color as it cooks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this meal. I will have a loosely described recipe down below if you want something to follow, but measurements are going to vary from household to household, and you can do it based on your taste. The other thing is you can do only vegetable kebabs, and so it would make it vegan vegetarian friendly, or you can do like half with chicken, half with vegetables. You can do it that way also. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.